Can we bring our parents to live permanently in Sweden? Family reunification. The possibility for your family to come and live with you in Sweden depends on what type of residence permit and protection status you have been given. If you have the right to family reunification, you may be covered by what is called a maintenance requirement. It is not certain that your family has the possibility of moving to you in Sweden, even if you have been given a residence permit here. If you have a permanent residence permit, or if you have protected status as a refugee, your family can apply for residence permits to join you in Sweden. If you have protected status as a person eligible for subsidiary protection, the possibilities for your family to join you in Sweden are very small. Who has the right to family reunification? The right to family reunification depends on what type of protection status you have, and, in certain cases, it also depends on when you applied for asylum. Only your closest family can join you. The following are counted as family members: husband, wife, registered partner or cohabiting partner, and your children under the age of 18 years. Other relatives and children that are 18 years or older cannot join you in Sweden if you have been given a temporary residence permit. If you are under 18 years, your parents are counted as your closest family. In special cases, you can be granted a residence permit to move to another close relative in Sweden with whom you have lived in your home country. For example, if you are over 18 years old and your parents live here, you should be able to prove that you have lived together immediately before your relative moved to Sweden, and that you were socially and emotionally dependent on each other, and that this makes it hard for you to live apart. The application should be submitted as quickly as possible after your relative moved to Sweden and was granted a permanent residence permit. Generally, it is not possible to receive a residence permit if the application is done a long time afterward, or if the dependency has been established after your relative moved to Sweden. Maintenance requirement. The person you are going to live with in Sweden must be able to support both of you. He or she must also have a home of sufficient size and standard for you both to live in when you move to Sweden. If your parents are ill, have trouble managing on their own, then you wish that your parents could move to Sweden to live with you so that you can take care of them. The parents apply for residence permits to move to you in Sweden. They visit the Swedish embassy where they live for an interview. The decision is that they cannot be granted residence permits to move to you as it has been too long since they lived together in the country of origin. The fact that they now have trouble living on their own is not grounds enough for them to be granted residence permits in Sweden. To know more about Sweden, just subscribe, and if you like this video, give thumbs up.